So the PCIA is definitely more my ball of wax. I've spent the last 5 years or so banging my head against how do we reform the PCIA. And the CCAs have some very legitimate concerns about these resources that had been committed to years ago when the CCA movement was growing and evolving. These resources were procured in a way where more power was being bought than was really needed because these CCAs were coming online, and they were also doing their own procurement. There's also some very real concerns about the costs of these contracts. Many of these contracts, I believe, were out of market when they were committed to, when they were authorized by the Commission. So it really, the CCAs and their level of scrutiny that they're bringing to this past procurement of the utilities because of the PCIA is providing a certain amount of transparency and sunshine that is really raising into question whether a lot of these contracts were really in ratepayer interests. That said, it's going to be very difficult to get the state or the Public Utilities Commission to admit to doing something that wasn't exactly in the public's interest. And I don't see that line of interrogation as really providing a road forward. So I think there really needs to be some very real discussions about, given that we have these resources, they're already committed to, they're already built, they're already supplying, how do we more optimally redistribute the power and the benefits that come along with those resources to the population as more and more members of the population are served by CCAs. And perhaps we also look at state level solutions, legislative level solutions that may be able to provide some rate relief to the ratepayers at large for these early renewable contracts. Because the real reason why these contracts were entered into in the first place was to jumpstart the green economy in California. And they've done that, and I think they've been very successful at that, and it's been at the expense of the ratepayer. So perhaps it's time to kick some relief and provide some thanks back to the ratepayers, regardless of whether they're CCA customers or not.